vlogsters, I hope you can hear me okay. I know I picked this headphone that's by the air conditioning, so I'm sorry, but the other ear has got a little tiny sore on it. As much as I love these earbuds, I want something better to sleep in, because sorry about that, just trying to back out without hurting anybody. My cartilage just rests, like the earbud rests right on my cartilage, and excuse me, there's just people walking in the street, in the parking lot, excuse me. And when I sleep on the pillow at night, it rubs, the earbud rubs against the cartilage, and then sometimes it makes it hurt the rest of the time. That sounds silly, but you know what I mean. Hopefully you know what I mean. It fell. Okay. That truck is turning there, so okay. Sorry about that. It's 35. I'm gonna set my cruise control because this is a well-regulated speed limit. Anyhow, I'm going to pick up Emily to spend the day with Emily and the kiddos. Emily is currently a one-car family, and Josh has to take the car to work every day, so she doesn't really have a car. She has been just taking mine. I needed it over the weekend because I went to stay with Eden. Actually, I take that back. Emily didn't need it on Sunday and Saturday, so I took it back. It's really what it was. I may just like go get her and then hang out for a little while, and then she could just take it again, because actually that's not true. I might have to pick up Lisa from work today. So today was Lisa's first day back at work. She actually is doing some on-campus work this week. Well, maybe today definitely, maybe this whole week, just to prepare for possibly some students that have to come onto campus if they're looking at each individual case. And that's how it should be, in my opinion. Obviously using safe precautions and social distancing, but some more intensive plans. Some kids need more intensive hands-on teaching, and as you know, so those kids definitely could benefit from being on campus isolated. Isolated doesn't sound right, but distancing, as opposed to learning from home, which most everybody else will be doing for when the school year starts. So I am all icky sinuses, but of course, being in a hot zone, it's like you're concerned. But I will tell you that every time I sleep over Lisa's house, it happens, because as much as I love cats, and I had a cat for most of my life, I'm allergic to them. So being around them, it's just, hey, my mother-in-law smokes, my parents used to smoke, we had dogs and cats, I was allergic to them, we had mold and mildew and dust and was allergic to all that, and you just learn to live with sinuses. It's just the way the life is. But I am monitoring, I'm making sure that I'm not feeling feverish, taking my temperature before I go out or be around people, just to ensure that I'm keeping everybody safe and keeping myself safe as well. When we went to the city, we went into the Dollar Tree. We wore our masks and used sanitizer and wiped down the cart and all the things that you do. So I'm feeling very confident about how we're taking care of ourselves. But it is that chance that there's going to be that one person who's going to refuse to wear their mask that you may walk by, and you don't really realize it until it's too late or something. So, but like I say, I'm trying to be as cautious as possible. I'm staying in as often as possible. Obviously, I am, like, this is a working trip, really, because as much as it is to come visit my family, it always ends up being a working trip, because there are stores here and more Dollar Trees here than there are where I live, and it's just easier to work in Houston. People get on me sometimes about how much shopping I'm doing, but these trips are budgeted. The Dollar Tree hauls are budgeted. The 99-cent only hauls are budgeted. As a matter of fact, I was under budget at one Dollar Tree, and then I was like over budget at the 99-cent haul, and I was like, you know what? It works out. It always just works out in the end. But this is, you know, like, this is my business. I have a business account to manage the business expenses and stuff, so it all works out. I keep, if you're interested in doing something like this for a business, I keep a log. It's an app. Basically, when you track mileage for work and when you use your car, that's not for work. But I'm pretty intentional about how I use my car. You know, I am pretty intentional on how I use my car. Not very rarely, especially now that I'm around family, but almost every time that I get in the car, it's got to do with work. It's like work related. Whether it's like a business meeting or meals. And I know it sounds weird that I have business meetings. To me it does, because it kind of like, you know, just working, people who work for me or people who work with me or people I work with, however you want to put it, like to get together and to either Zoom call or Skype call. And I'm trying to get collaborations. I'm trying to, you know, up my revenue, but I'm not just like focused. I've got too much other stuff going on for me to like really put that major extra focus that needs to be on like my channel right now. When I get home and this is all settled, even before the pandemic is over, when all of this is settled, my party and my visits and my trips, my anniversary and all the things are finally settled, it's probably going to start to be like, all right, we're ready for Christmas. But I think that interim where I'm getting ready to do my fall DIYs is when we're going to do the major shift in the main channel. And we're going to put most of the other content on this channel, and then possibly just do the DIYs on that channel a few days a week, which I know I mentioned in a vlog in the past. Some people were asking, my next eye shots are on August 24th, and then we'll schedule the September shots after that. I've been doing really well, knock wood, to keeping my blood sugar down, which is further down than it has been in the past 6 months. I know I have to see my primary when I get home and get settled. We have to really work on a different, maybe medication. I was taken off one medication last year, and I started to think that maybe that's what kicked me into menopause, because the medication that he took me off of is actually hormone based. Like, it actually does something to your hormones to help you process your pancreas work better, or your insulin work better, really. So it's just like all these things, like I have to talk to him about it. My friend is a doctor, and she's like, you're definitely going to FaceTime me when you're in that appointment. And I'm like, okay. I was like, I might actually pick a new primary. I think my primary is a little overwhelmed because in Rolla there are not many doctors that take my insurance that have individual practices. Almost every doctor works either out of the Mercy Clinic or out of the the hospital, the Phelps County Medical Center. They're either like in the medical building there, or they're in the Mercy Clinic. So, yeah, that's that. Or there's that, I should say. So, I'm at Emily's. I know you can tell they're speed bumps. She does live in this really beautiful apartment complex. It's where Lisa used to live, and then Lisa got a new apartment, and then Emily moved into the same complex here. It's really quite lovely, but it just was purchased by a new management company, so they're doing a lot of improvements, which I'm really happy about, because stuff like, if you can just see how bumpy this little driveway road is. I mean, it's not even a road, it's a driveway, really, to go from parking lot to parking lot. They've just done like patch jobs over the years. It really needs to be resurfaced. And I think I heard or I saw they were doing like one driveway at a time, and then just haven't done the street. I feel like that was something that was happening last year, but anyway, we're here, and I'm going to say goodbye for now. I wanted to just use this time to catch up with you and tell you what was going on and how I was doing. And my eyes are completely clear. My right eye's vision is actually improved a tad, but not 100%. And then my left eye's vision really hasn't changed much at all, but that was actually kind of like the worst one anyway. So, all right. Love you. I'm just gonna park, hold on. All right. And as always, you guys take care, God bless, and we'll see you next time. Bye. Look at this little man. He's a beast. Ah, so close. He gets it from his mama.